ट्रांसफर ऑफ फ्लैट, स्टाम्प ड्यूटी, रजिस्ट्रेशन, रिकवरी ऑफ ड्यूज, रेरा व मोफा जैसे महत्वपूर्ण विषय हो या आपकी सोसाइटी का रीडेवलपमेंट या सेल्फ रीडेवलपमेंट, बेस्ट व लीगल एडवाइस के लिए संपर्क कर सकते हैं महासेवा और प्रभु एसोसिएट की एक्सपर्ट टीम से। हमारे फोन नंबर है 02242551414।
Good evening. I welcome each one of you. We have with us today Nitin Nikam, who is an advocate and also is the president of Tilak Nagar Resident Welfare Association. Yeah, today we are discussing what are the issues related to obtaining the OC. Now, this being the election year, we should be able to discuss with the government and try to get the OC for the buildings which are pending. We have Vadel sir also. Vadel sir also will tell us की वडेल साहेब ओसी साठी काय काय अडचण आहे, आपण गव्हर्नमेंटला रिप्रेझेंट करू आणि ओसी आणण्याचा प्रयत्न करू. एम्युनिटी स्कीम 2004 ला एक स्कीम आलेला which was not very fruitful. So we want to understand what are the issues.
As regards, sir, Mahada colonies are concerned in Mumbai. I stay especially in the Tilak Nagar at Chembur, and in Mumbai around 56 colonies are there in the Mahada colonies. There we have issues. As regards everybody knows there is transfer of this planning authority from Mahada to BMC.
Yeah, one is that transferring from Mahada to planning authority.
This planning authority from Mahada, this BMC to Mahada. This is a major issue. All Mahada colonies we are facing it because the planning this development has taken place right from the 99-2000. This redevelopment especially is concerned, and thereafter in last 2-3 years, 2 years back, this planning authority has changed. In redevelopment, major issues in these Mahada colonies are the after completion of buildings. In fact, there is no check at all from the planning authorities, and builders after constructions have left out this. They have not completed their project. As such, societies are facing issues with regard because of the dispute between the developer and the architects. They are not giving this because architect is the person who licensing with the authorities concerned. There is no proper guidance as such. This is one issue. Secondly, now this government has slapped NA taxes. Thirdly, this Mahada, as there was issue with the Mahada properties, all leased properties, they have raised now their arrears from 1997 to this 2000 with up till now. Despite the Mahada had issued notices for construction, no due certificate from the for construction of the buildings. Buildings have come up, buildings have completed, buildings are occupied, but since Mahada has now raised their arrears service charges from 1997 up till now. This is the major issues. Bills are in the lakhs of rupees. What Mahada is saying that unless you pay all these things bills, your file for occupation certificate will not be processed. This is the major issue with all the Mahada colonies, which are development taken place right from the 2000. At the time of this development, Mahada had taken charges, all the charges, issued no offer letter, and thereafter now suddenly in the this year back, they have started slapping notices that unless you pay all these charges from 1997 up till now, will not issue this process the application for occupation certificate. This is a major hurdle in all Mahada colonies we are facing.
Okay, what is your suggestion?
In fact, the government, though the representation made, and representation made to the effect that this since notices were not issued, you should not charge. Government has taken now consider that issue and penal this charges this levy of interest is considered. But our stand is since NOC was given, they should not issue. They should not. They are not entitled to charge that when NOC was this year. Now MHADA is what they are saying that you pay us in installment. No, will this remove this penalty charges are concerned. But that amount is also in lakhs. So
Okay. So this amount is regarding what? Approval charges? What is this amount?
service charges, arrears of service charges. They,
Service
according to
charge.
them, in 1997, there was proposal in MHADA to raise the service charges, but it was stalled and there was stay. Now the stay is, but no notice
Okay.
was given to any of the societies.
Okay. Nitin, the suggestion could be you deal with the service charges outstanding separately, but you cannot link it with the OC. OC is one aspect where the building is having a firefighting system, whether they are done according to the plan. Just because service charge is not paid, you should not hold the occupation certificate. Are you saying that?
Yes, yes. In fact, Anna, they are saying unless there is no due certificate from MHADA, they will not process that occupation certificate.
Okay. So we'll say that the no due certificate should not be the criteria
Yes.
for
Yes.
issuing the OC, correct?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Any other issues in Tilak Nagar?
Other issues are now buildings have actually, in fact, there are these contractors who they constructed building. They are no now not at there is tussles between architect. There may be some disputes as regard their contractual obligations are concerned. Now this problem is they are not giving these files. How we have remedy to obtain those files, but files it has unless those developers gives those files to the society, they are not in a position to process those applications. And
Okay.
this is the contractual obligations. Each building has got different problems, issues in that. Yeah.
Whether the solution could be all these files where there is no OC, those should be uploaded on the website by the MCGM. Can we say that?
MHADA. Now it is
Yeah.
here. Is the,
MHADA. Either
Yes.
MHADA or the MCGM or the
will be a
SRA,
very good- Yes. Yes.
where the buildings are completed and the OC is not issued, they should make available the document on the website.
Yes.
Can we
It
say
will
that?
be good. Yes. 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 Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, so that people will come to know this what is to be done in this.
Okay. Sunil Sharma ji, are you there? Okay, I think we have Sunita Godbole. Sunita, President of Legal Forum.
यस
ओसी के बारे में आपको कुछ बोलना है? सुनीता
नहीं,
मैडम?
जो अभी एडवोकेट निकम जी ने जो कहा, मेरे पास कुछ जो सोसाइटी आई थी सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम वो फेस कर रहे हैं।
हाँ,
और वो भी मतलब सोसाइटी लॉन्ग बैक अराउंड 12 to 13 इयर्स हो गया उनको बिल्ड करके, एंड दे आर नॉट गेटिंग ओसी, सिमिलर द सर्विस चार्जेस प्रॉब्लम। और उसके लिए वो पेनल्टी मांग रहे हैं और पेनल्टी भी लैक्स में है। तो सोसाइटी का कहना है इतने लैक्स में अगर पेनल्टी भरनी है तो इससे अच्छा ओसी ना ले, वही ठीक रहेगा।
ओके, और कोई
Taxes also been levied in all societies.
कौन सा टैक्सेस?
Any
एनए
नॉन
टैक्सेस।
एनी टैक्स।
ओके, एनीबॉडी एल्स? या हरदरी सर?
Yes, I am okay. Yeah.
या प्लीज गो अहेड सर।
There are many buildings of MHADA which are under redevelopment. There are 53 colonies of MHADA which are under redevelopment because these old buildings were developed with lower FSI. At that time, maybe 0.8 or 1 or 1.2. And now they get 2.5 FSI or 3 or more, even more than 4 sometimes, because the FSI of the roads, etc., that and RG, etc., is also added to the individual buildings. Now, when the redevelopment permissions are given, they are required to pay the society earlier arrears. Many of the societies, they are not paying their dues like water charges because water is supplied by MHADA in those colonies. Although BMC gives connection, but the charges are collected by MHADA, and those charges are to be taken from the habitants, and they are to be paid to the society, to the BMC. In this case, BMC is paid by MHADA, but the people are not paying, and there are huge arrears, crores of rupees of arrears from the tenants, from the old buyers of the MHADA colony. When the redevelopment takes place, till that time MHADA gives concession. Okay, you pay later. When OC comes, then of course MHADA insists you must pay before OC is given, because these are the charges old charges, and now Mahada has been paying to the BMC water charges. They needs to be recovered from the user charges. These are user charges. Now government has also suggested something that penalty should not be levied, and now penalty, I suppose, is waived, and some installments are given to the people that you pay with the installments. So these arrears of the water charges, etc., and NA charges goes to the government, and people are required to pay. I don't think MADA will consider request for waiver, because MADA has been paying to the various authorities, and the people have to pay to the.
Sir, we are not asking them to waive. What we
No,
are
no,
saying
sir,
is
sir,
dealing.
I
But,
differ, sir.
everywhere BMC also takes charges, and when MADA, when people go to OC, before that they hold up till that time, they are not paying, and then when when OC is not there, they make hue and cry there is no OC, so they have to pay paid. They should pay the those charges also, because they have used water, etc. These are the basically water charges. And water charges are huge arrears for 20 years or so, more than 20 years. I think we can get some concession from MADA, and government has turned down their request of penalty also, but those charges are required to be paid somehow today or tomorrow.
I differ on this point with great respect. In fact, all these colonies of 56 colonies, there was no bill at all. There was no communication from MADA to any of the society.
There is no need.
Due
There is no need.
This
There
is
is no need.
absolute-
See, there is no need. You pay your electric bill, you pay your bills,
Yes, yes,
isn't it?
yes,
Regularly.
that
If you
is
are
what the
using
difference
water,
is. Yes.
if you are using water, you must pay also. No, MADA is paying to the BMC. These are the user charges. It is not that you are not using. You are using water, you must pay also.
Sir, we should get the bill. What we are saying is the bill has to be given to us, or
Bills
at
are
least
passed
we
on
should.
to the society, and society delays that. It is not that they are not. Yeah, the society knows everything, that these are the bills. So, but somehow one is not paying, other is also not paying. It is happening like that.
Yeah.
This issue can be taken up with MADA, and probably they will give some concession, and maybe OC also, part OC or something, and then
Yeah.
probably it can be sorted out.
Correct. Rakesh Oja,
Yes, sir.
you can just go ahead if you want to say something about the occupation certificate, because in Mumbai we have more than 15,000 buildings without OC. So we want government to come out with the amnesty scheme, some concession. What should be the concession? What should be the issues?
Occupation. What I understood with respect to the societies are not aware about their present status in terms of which are the compliances which are pending. So definitely, as an industry player or industry server, to understand any society, what are the compliances pending, and in terms of those compliances, what are the concessions we can ask for? Because right now, every society has a different issues altogether.
Okay. Tarun Mota, who is a renowned architect and engineer. Tarun bhai, are you there?
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, good evening, good evening.
गुड इवनिंग, प्लीज टेल अस सर, हमें ये जानकारी चाहिए ओसी क्यों नहीं मिलता है, और वो मिलने के लिए हमें एमनेस्टी स्कीम लाना है, गवर्नमेंट से हमने रिप्रेजेंट किया है।
अभी वो टाइम का पेनल्टी, आज का पेनल्टी, वो बीएमसी बोले तो तुम आज के पैसा भरो, हमने ओके 2000 में पेनल्टी ₹1,00,000 था, आज हो गया 5 करोड़ रुपया। तो ऐसा बहुत रीजन है, देयर आर सो मेनी रीजन। आई एम सेंडिंग अ नोट वंस आई रीचिंग टू बॉम्बे, नो ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे एक नोट भेज देता हूँ। इसके पहले इम्यूनिटी स्कीम में हमने और मनोज ने बहुत मेहनत किया था, इसके पहले की स्कीम में भी, तो मेरे को मालूम है पूरा गोपाल शेट्टी था तभी, और हमने गवर्नमेंट से और कॉर्पोरेशन जो ऑर्डर लिया था और नोटिफिकेशन इश्यू करा के लिया था, बट विद द ग्रेट हेल्प वी गोट ओनली 60 बिल्डिंग को ऑक्यूपेशन मिला था। We cannot get more occupation because of there are so many problems and which we cannot solve. And whenever we are representing the government, we have to represent the government, stating that they have to issue notifications for valid for at least 1 year.
Okay.
Sir, this is Vineet Singhal. So I'm secretary for Panorama Tower on Veera Desai Road. हमारे बिल्डर, हमारे 2 बिल्डर ने पार्टनर में ये बिल्डिंग बनाई थी, लेकिन बिल्डर ने ओसी की तरफ जरा भी ध्यान नहीं दिया। बेसिकली उसने ही डिडंट इवन हैंड ओवर द अकाउंट्स, सो वी काइंड ऑफ टुक ओवर द अकाउंट्स एंड हमने सोसाइटी अपने आप ही फॉर्म किया था। अब कुछ साल पहले हमने आर्किटेक्ट साहब, जो हमारे बिल्डर के आर्किटेक्ट से, उनसे कांटेक्ट करके हमने बोला साहब ओसी के लिए कुछ करते हैं। तो उन्होंने बताया कि जो बीएमसी में उन्होंने फाइल पुटअप की, तो बाद में बताया कि उन्होंने अपने प्लान में जो एलिवेशन फीचर्स डाले थे उसमें कोई बीएमसी का ऑब्जेक्शन था ना। हमारी बिल्डिंग 2004 में कंप्लीट हो चुकी है, तो काफी पुरानी बिल्डिंग है। तो जो इतनी पुरानी बिल्डिंग्स हैं जिनमें ऑफ कोर्स उस समय फ्लोर बाय फ्लोर जो अप्रूवल बीएमसी का मिलता था, अगर कहीं भी जो बिल्डर ने या आर्किटेक्ट ने जो प्लान सबमिट किया है और एक्चुअल में जो कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है उसमें कोई माइनर जैसे एक एलिवेशन फीचर में हल्का सा कॉर्निस बना हुआ है, उसके लिए बीएमसी का जो लास्ट अप्रूवल था उसमें ये था कि भाई हमें एडिशनल एफएसआई खरीदना पड़ेगा और तब हम ये कर सकते हैं। नाउ गिवन हमें बिल्डर से कोई सपोर्ट नहीं मिल रही है, एज रेजिडेंट्स वी ट्राई टू परचेज एफएसआई, इट गोज इनटू 2-3 crores और मे बी मोर। अभी तक तो हमें कन्वेंस नहीं मिला था, अभी हमें कन्वेंस जस्ट मिल रहा है, तो होपफुली नेक्स्ट वीक में हमें हमारा कन्वेंस ऑर्डर मिल जाएगा। नाउ आफ्टर दिस कन्वेंस व्हाट आर द ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल फॉर अस टू रियली गो एंड ऑब्टेन सम वेवर फ्रॉम बीएमसी फॉर दीज एलिवेशन फीचर्स? Given such kind of money, we can never collect.
Yes, Vineet, today we are
Yeah.
discussing what are the concession that we are looking at. जैसे आपने बोला एलिवेशन का हुआ है, एफएसआई मार्केट से खरीदने की जगह में गवर्नमेंट शुड चार्ज 25% और 10% एंड गिव इट टू अस, सो दैट यदि एफएसआई वैल्यूएशन हुआ है या कुछ कंसेशन दे के वो करना चाहिए. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द इश्यूज.
या तो एटलीस्ट जहां बिल्डर सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा है, जहां सोसाइटी डायरेक्टली ओसी के लिए अप्लाई कर रही है, वहां पर अगर कोई एडिशनल एफएसआई परचेज करनी है, उसके लिए कुछ कंसेशनल रेट गवर्नमेंट 5%, 2% नॉमिनल पे अगर निकालती है, तो दैट विल रियली हेल्प। बिकॉज अगर 25% भी करते हैं तो आई बिलीव जितना हमें एफएसआई चाहिए उसका टोटल वैल्यू शायद 8 करोड़ के आसपास है। 25% पे भी वो 2.5 करोड़ हो जाता है, और 100 लोगों में 2.5 करोड़ रुपए इकट्ठा करना है इम्पॉसिबल। और उसके अलावा बाकी जो खर्चे होने हैं वो अलग हैं, मतलब 2.5 करोड़ का खाली एफएसआई हो जाता है। तो अगर हम अपने रिक्वेस्ट में गवर्नमेंट को बोले कि जहां बिल्डर इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, जहां सोसाइटी डायरेक्टली ओसी अप्लाई कर रही है, उनके लिए कुछ नॉमिनल कंसेशनल रेट पर अगर वो एफएसआई के लिए कुछ कंसीडर करते हैं, तो दैट विल रियली हेल्प इमेंसली।
Yeah, we have with us Anil Patil. You can tell us with your experience what are the issues in the OC.
नाही, इश्यू म्हणजे जे काय आयडी कंडिशन्स कंप्लाय होत नाही आहे म्हणून ओसी मिळत नाहीये. पण देर आर सर्टन कंडिशन्स ते कंप्लाय करायला गेलं तर तो खर्च जास्त होतो. सो बिल्डर दे आर रिलक्टंट टू टेक ओसी. त्यामुळे आपण गव्हर्नमेंटकडे काहीतरी मागणी अशी करायला पाहिजे की हे जे काय मॉनिटरी एक्सपेन्सेस आहेत ते जसं आताच्या ज्या वक्त्यांनी सांगितलं की याला कन्सेशन द्यायला पाहिजे, तसंच तोही विचार करून जर आपण केलं, काही कन्सेशन मिळाली आणि लोक मग पुढे येतील. आता मगाशी पहिल्यांदा काही चारकोपच्या सोसायटीच्या ऑक्युपेशन संबंधात कोणीतरी बोललं, ते निकम साहेबांनी पण सांगितलं की आता सध्या ऍज पर धिस त्यांनी जर पुढाकार घेऊन त्यांना काही रिबेट दिले तर ते होऊ शकेल. कारण आता म्युन्सिपल कॉर्पोरेशन त्याच्या बाबतीत पिक्चर मध्ये नाही आहे. सो दॅट आय थिंक म्हाडा कॅन टेक द डिसिजन आणि थोडंफार त्यांना जर कन्सेशन दिलं तर बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी सुकर होऊन जातील. आणि ह्या ॲम्नेस्टी स्कीम मध्ये सर की तुम्ही जेवढं लोकांना कन्सेशन द्याल आणि काही कंडिशन ज्या वेव ऑफ करण्यासारख्या आहेत त्या जर हे केलं तर बऱ्याचशा बिल्डिंगना ऑक्युपेशन मिळेल. आणि जो काय टॅक्स मध्ये किंवा वॉटर चार्जेस मध्ये हेवी पडतात ते जर आपल्याला कमी करता आले तर सगळे लोक पुढे येतील आणि हा जो काय याचा इश्यू आहे ऑक्युपेशनचा तो निघून जाईल. कारण जवळजवळ 80-90% सोसायटीज किंवा बिल्डिंग या मुंबईत विदाउट ऑक्युपेशन आहेत. तर हे फार मोठं नुकसान होत आहे राष्ट्राचं पण, मुंबईचं पण आणि लोकांचं पण बेसिकली. आणि आता जसा कोणीतरी ते बाबा एलिव्हेशन ट्रीटमेंटचा पॉइंट काढला, तो पण आपण म्हणजे त्याच्यावर जर काही विचार केला आणि जसं सजेस्ट केलं 2-5% जर त्याच्यावर लावले, कारण आता तुम्हाला ते फंजिबल घेऊन किंवा रोड विल प्रमाणे जो FSI आहे तसं सर्क्युलर आहे आणि त्याचं वर्किंग केलं तर त्याच्यावर 10% आपण जर पेनल्टी मारली तर ते रेग्युलाइज होऊ शकतं. म्हणजे जो काय रेट आहे रेडी रेशनरचा त्याच्याप्रमाणे वर्किंग केलं आणि ते जर नॉमिनल महाराणी आणि कॉर्पोरेशननी जर त्याच्यावर विचार करून ते जर रिड्यूस केलं तर लोक डेफिनेटली पुढे येतील आणि सगळं रेग्युलाइज होऊन आपल्याला ऑक्युपेशन मिळेल असं मला वाटतं.
थँक्यू. वडील साहेब, तुम्हाला काय म्हणायचं
Yes, sir.
या
I'm very much thankful to रमेश भाई. सगळ्यांना गणेश चतुर्थीच्या शुभेच्छा. खरंच हा चांगला सेशन घेतलेला आहे रमेशनी. रमेश प्रभू इज ऑलवेज dealing with the various problems touching to the management, touching to the housing societies, touching to the BMC. Around most of the all topics are covered by Ramesh Prabhu. I'm very happy to I am joining this session. I think so this is related to the certificate of the buildings, isn't right?
Yeah, you are right.
All buildings in Bombay are controlled by the BMC authority, building proposal departments. Building proposal departments are passing the plans whereby the buildings have been sanctioned by the BMC authority, and one window system also introduced in the MHADA, whereby the buildings are constructed as per the BMC plans approved by the BMC plan. There are land is the source of the FSI. And as per the FSI, buildings are constructed whereby corporation is controlling the building proposals. When there is a building proposal, there is a control of the BMC authority how the building is constructed. At the beginning, the BMC has given the intimation of disapproval, that is called IOD. All the IOD conditions are very compulsory to the comply by the builder who is constructing the building. Basically, at the time of booking the flats, he is collecting the money for the construction, the cost, construction of the land, and whatever the facilities are required to provided, he is required to do in all angle and from all the in all respect he has to provide to the purchasers. First of all, after issuing the IOD, when there is a plinth is completed, BMC grants him the plinth certificate. Under the plinth certificate, the plinth is measured and corporation gives the plinth certificate. Thereafter, as per the floors, IOD CC, that is called a commencement certificate, is issued by the corporation. Once the commencement certificate is issued, then the builders go on constructing the flats, go on constructing the floors as per the available FSI of the plot of land. Actually, there is no such control by the BMC authority how much FSI it is utilizing. Some of the times, corporation and the developers or the builders are hand in gloves. They are constructing some of the floors, upper floors, or anything else, whatever the unauthorized construction by which, and they are selling such flats to the public. And in the scenario, there is no control by the corporation, and the builder is trying to deceive the public, and he is trying to earn the money from selling the flats by one or other reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Once
What is just give me 2 minutes. Mr. Manoj Desaria has joined. He has worked a lot on the earlier amnesty scheme. He is a former president of PIETA, Practicing Engineers and Architect Town Plans Association. So earlier 2004, he has worked a lot. Manoj bhai,
Yes, sir.
can you highlight us what are the issues related to the OC and how can we demand the government to give us the amnesty scheme for the OC?
Yeah, good evening all. Basically, see, right now, issue is for the older buildings. So the buildings which are pending occupation, as per our experience, the buildings are pre-fungible. At that point of time where this dry balcony and flower beds and decks and all were permitted, and developers got the approval, that time everything was free for all. And while occupation, the major reason is this, where unauthorized works are carried out. So that how we are able to give amnesty, that is one of the issues. Now the second issue is the developer has run away in a standalone building and he has not fulfilled the IOD compliances which are required to be complied with before the occupation certificate. So as we had discussed on telephone, see, if the builder is absconding, he is not available and he doesn't have any project in Mumbai, then I mean government or corporation has to come out with the legalities, how to give full rights to the society, whichever are following up for the occupation. Because there, we will have to find out 3-4 categories, and these two are highlighted. One is the unauthorized extension which have been done, because that time opportunities were given because of the flower beds and everything. Now that issue is plugged now. I don't think you will have any buildings after constructed after 2012 which is held up for occupation is held up due to unauthorized extension, because there is no scope given now in the approved plan. So those, how to deal with that fungible area, because ultimately the customer, whether they will be paying the fungible premium, how you regularize it. And many a times in particularly Jew scheme areas and all, 35% also will not serve the purpose. The extensions are more than 50%. So how that government will take a decision, and whether there can be reduction in the premium, because the developer is not there in the picture, society can be given relief or not. And the circular which was taken out by MCGM had flaws, because RCC consultant, who will pay the fees, architect's fees, who will pay the fees, all those issues were there. That's why it did not take off. Now we all have to get together. Mr. Prabhu, I think you have taken a good initiative, and something, let us retry it, let us revisit everything, whatever the circulars. I am already studying on that, because Mr. Prabhu had given me the job to look into that. So myself and Manoj Dubal, we will look into that, and we can give a concrete suggestion where it will be workable for MCGM also and society. And maybe there are developers also wanting to fulfill their commitment. They are also wanting to come ahead. But right now, Prabhu sir, the unauthorized extension in elevation, corporation has granted free of premium. They will not charge any penalty up to December. So whether that circular can be extended further for 2 years, so that people can avail of that advantage of regularization. And some concrete suggestion we'll have to give. We'll need a few days, because this circular is quite old, and whatever addition is there, that we need to comply. And I think Tarun Bhai only told there are more than 10,000 unauthorized occupation buildings in Mumbai. I don't know if that figure is correct or not, but that needs to be looked into. But I think some concrete steps needs to be taken, because otherwise these people are suffering for no fault of theirs. Yes, partially you can say there is a fault because extension is done. But see, extension everybody was doing. My neighbor, upside neighbor was doing, lower side floors were doing, adjoining neighbor was doing. So everybody got carried away. They thought, okay, boss, this is a routine affair. And then the RTI activists were troubling them rightfully, because if you have constructed anything wrong, I mean, obviously people are going to pinpoint those issues. So give us some time. We will work out formula. I think a lot of architects are there. Mr. Anil Patil, I saw Mr. Dilip Sangvi. So Tarun Bhai is obviously there. So we all will put together and technical input we can give so that it should be workable and it should be, within the framework of law also, because corporation also is not going to give you blind amnesty. Amnesty has to be reasonable. Maybe in premiums they will give, but ownership and all, we will have to have a look at. As it is, I think government has come out with a formula of deemed conveyance without occupation also, they will grant to society. So if that is implemented, yes, societies can come forward because then they will be legit owner of the, wherever the developers are absconding and they are not available. So society can get the deemed conveyance in their name, even though there is no occupation. And society can take it further, either regularize or demolish or whatever, things needs to be done. That is how we should work on that.
Okay, thank you, Manoj ji. We have Dilip Sanghvi.
My experience in this regard is little different. The schemes have been proposed by corporation, government, time to time. Delegation of power for approval such scheme has been kept with municipal commissioner only. And that is why the process has become so lengthy that appointing an architect by the society doing the work has become very expensive, and the society will not be able to expend money on professional fees, other requirement of dues to be paid to the different authorities. Power of delegation is an important issue while framing the scheme. It has to come to the lowest level, say executive engineer of municipal corporation. The FATech company is known to everybody. How to get out of this? In my opinion, corporation also will be able to generate money and people also will be able to regularize them. Both things can happen simultaneously, but it has to be looked at very, very soft corner with lowest authority approval. This is my suggestion. Thank you. My submission is over.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, anybody else?
Mr. Prabhu, can I speak for 2 minutes?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Sridhar Iyer. I stay in Kandivali.
Yeah.
I have come across the problem of enclosure of balconies in many flats in our area.
Correct.
So, wherein what happens, like if somebody wants to take, revenge with few members, they make a complaint, and BMC is after that people. So, as of now, if you notice, there are more than 100, means I could say that more than 95% everybody has enclosed the balcony. So, along with this, if you would just take care of this, like by paying some money, it can be regularized. That will be a very relief, Actually, the problem is it has been carried over. As if I am staying in one flat, this was earlier done by the previous owner, which we are carrying out. So basically, it is not my fault that we have enclosed this. We have carried out with the same this thing. Like if it is by paying some meager amount, it can be regularized so that we can lead a peaceful life. That is my suggestion.
Yeah. Thank you. I think there are many people. Yeah. Please go ahead. He is the secretary of the Mumbai Housing Federation. What else, sir? Please go ahead.
The issue of amenity scheme in the OC cannot be applicable. It may not be workable. One thing, because at the time of IOD issuing of the IOD, there are several conditions which are required to be complied by the developer or the builders, and that is the liability of the corporation. So in such scenario, when the building is incomplete in state and there is a no occupation certificate, in spite of that, the purchasers or the members of the society, they occupy the flats and they make some internal arrangements, internal additions, alterations. That will be the one of the reason why the occupation certificate they are not getting. If the occupation certificate is not there, then what are the problems the society has to face? One is the occupation certificate is not there, then the they will not get the water, regular water connection they will not get. For that purpose, they have to go for the corporation of humanity grounds, and that is a chargeable double of the regular water charges. Other thing, during the course of the construction, the builder is constructing the building. At that time, there is a LUC, that is called land under construction, wherein the builder has to pay the land under construction charges. That is a part and parcel of the property tax. That is also not paid. Security charges not paid, or any other authority charges are not paid the builder. So in that scenario, now as per the deemed conveyance certificate, as per the Act, deemed conveyance MOPA Act 1963. It is the MOPA Act under Section 1963. It is the liability of the builder or the promoter to construct the building, complete in all respect, and transfer it with all complying all the formalities. Completing the transfer of property is the liability of the builder. But before completing all the land and building, whatever the liabilities of that flat, liabilities of the land, liabilities of the NA tax, all these things, it is the liability of the builder. In this scenario, amenity scheme may not workable. In that scenario, there are so many thousands of societies that they have not got the occupancy certificate. They are facing the problems. In that situation, it is my solution, it is my suggestion that those are the builders, those who have completed the project, where the builders are alive or not, whether they have got some other building under constructions, they may be catch hold for this for the amount they have not paid. Whatever the buildings are under constructions, there are 5 to 10% flats, sellable flats, are to be kept reserved with the corporation for the payment of outstanding dues. Ultimately, the IOD conditions are to complied by the builder. In between, if the professional fees of the architects are not paid, if the BMC property tax, LUC taxes are not paid, and the builders once a day he runs away, then that all such liabilities come to the society. In that scenario, they must take some bank guarantee from the builder, or they must keep some reserved flats to be held by the corporation, that should not be sold unless until all the dues are to be recorded from the builders. Now we are facing the problems in the deemed conveyance, because now we are giving one of the undertaking in Form 5 that whatever the liability of occupancy certificate that the society is going to bear. It is because I am required deemed conveyance, and that is why I am giving this undertaking. But this undertaking, as per the law, it is the liability of the builder. But for that purpose, government should follow that, and by any hook or crook, they should find out the builders, and they should be penalized, and whatever the liabilities of the non-payment of all other authorities' payment, it will be held that builder and developer and promoter only, not to the society. This is my suggestion. But amenity scheme, how it is going to be applicable, how it is be workable, that means whether the society is going to pay the whatever the charges required to be pay by the builder at this junction. It is not my liability. It is not the liability of the society. It is the liability of the builder promoter. That way, we have to find out some suggestion. That way, we have to suggest to the government that the liability and the responsibility should always go to the builder promoter. We should not be held liable for responsible. So, Ramesh Prabhuji, just think over on this. We will make a represent to the government of Maharashtra that as per the IOD condition, the liability and responsibility goes to the builder only, not to the societies, not to the occupant, those who are occupying the flats. If the flats occupied by the members and they have made some certain changes therein, that liability will come to the members or the society. But general liabilities of obtaining the water connection, paying the land under constructions, paying the professional fees of the architects, paying the NA taxes, all other BMC taxes is always goes to the builder, because as per the IOD condition, it is his liability, it is his duty to pay the amount. So we will represent to the government by some other way, instead of bringing the amenity scheme in the occupancy certificate, that who is going to pay the amount, that whatever the liabilities are payable to the corporation. That is the issue in this one. So you think on that, and that way the Federation, Mahaseva also, we can go together and ask to the government that this will be the solution. We are needy people, so we are needy to get the land transferred on a name. So during the course of the deemed conveyance, we are giving one of the undertaking that we will pay the outstanding dues, we will pay the OC charges, but that is not my liability. It is to be represented the government. Take the proper action against the builder by taking the bank guarantee, or not to allow them to sell some of the 5 to 10 flats in the building, or otherwise, if the absconding is required, then he are to be asked to pay the amount, not the society or not the purchaser or members. This is my suggestion, please.
Anybody else?
My name is Nilesh Mohite from Balaji Height, Gaudi Road, Bandu. ये जो अभी जो दत्तात्रेय जी ने जो बोला है वो सही है। अगर बिल्डर सेम सिनेरियो क्रिएट करता है आखिर तक और फिर आउट हो जाता है, बाद में क्या है, बिल्डर जो भी मेंबर्स या सोसाइटीज बेयर करके डीम कन्विंस करती है, सब करती है, और जब कॉरपोरेशन में जो भी पेंडिंग ड्यूज है वो सब अगर हमको ही भरना है, तो जो एमसीजीएम या इन्होंने जब कुछ उनकी डिपॉजिट या ली है तो कितनी ली है और क्या कितना कितने ये तक ली है। बिल्डर का तो फिर अपना लाइबिलिटीज नहीं होता, वो अपना प्रॉफिट लेकर निकल जाता है, तो उसके लिए कुछ तो सोचना पड़ेगा ना। हर बार कितनी बम्बई में कितना सारा बिल्डिंग है जो ऐसा ही है। आज मेरा बिल्डिंग भी है, मैंने भी डीम कन्वेंस जैसे वैसे किया है, लेकिन बिल्डर किसी और नाम पे उसी एरिया में अपना प्रोफेशनल बिजनेस कर रहा है, सब कुछ कर रहा है, तो आप उसको क्यों ये नहीं कर सकते, फोर्सफुली उसका कंस्ट्रक्शन भी स्टॉप करवाना चाहिए। वो उसमें
ओके
दो डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट है, एक प्रोजेक्ट आधा अधूरा छोड़ के हैंड ओवर करके निकल जाता है, ना उसको ओसी देता है, ना प्रॉपर्टी टैक्स भरता है, ना पानी का कुछ ये करता है, छोड़ देते हैं। विद द कोऑर्डिनेशन विद द कॉर्पोरेशन का भी कुछ उनका इन्वॉल्वमेंट रहता है उसमें, और कुछ लोकल पॉलिटिशियन का भी रहता है उसमें। जो मेंबर्स या जो भी होते हैं उनको तो लॉस ही है आफ्टर ऑल।
करेक्ट, ये
ठीक
पॉइंट
है,
के ऊपर होना ही चाहिए, जैसे कहा
हाँ,
बिल्डर छूटना ही नहीं चाहिए,
बिल्डर
क्योंकि बहुत
इंटेंशनली
सारी
क्रिएट
सोसाइटीज
करता
है।
है सिनेरियो, या
करेक्ट,
मेंबर इधर वो कुछ मेंबर्स को लेकर या कुछ पॉलिटिशियन को लेकर या किसी की ये करके उनको सिनेरियो क्रिएट करता है। मेंबर यानी सोसाइटी खुद ही आके सामने आके अपना सोसाइटी रजिस्ट्रेशन करती है, डीम कन्विंस करती है, सब 15-20 लाख रुपया खर्चा करती है। उसके बाद में अगर आप बोलोगे कि अभी उसी के लिए 5-10 करोड़ यानी कितना भी, आई डोंट नो कितना कॉस्ट जाता है,
4-5
लेकिन
करोड़ तो है ही है।
हाँ, वो क्यों मेंबर्स भी ये करे। आज
करेक्ट,
गवर्नमेंट बोल रही है कि बिल्डर के इसमें अगेंस्ट में इतने लॉज है, ये है, तो क्यों उसके नाम पर या उसके फैमिली के नाम पर जितने भी अदर्स प्रोजेक्ट है उस पर क्यों नहीं आप कंट्रोल कर पा रहे हो, ताकि वो आगे तो उसका वो इरेगुलरिटीज करने में तो ये नहीं रहेगा। ये तो क्या है, आप उसके जो इरेगुलरिटीज है उसको आप कवर अप कर रहे हो, और आगे उसका वो वहीं का वहीं प्रॉफिट मार्जिन करके वो अपना अर्निंग कर रहा है, तो उसका गवर्नमेंट को तो लॉस है, मेंबर्स को भी लॉस है। इनडायरेक्टली कोई बीच का ही आदमी सब कमा रहा है, बिल्डर अकेला भी नहीं कमा रहा है ये केस में।
और जब ये डेवलपर की एनओसी की जब बात आएगी ये ओसी के लिए, उस वक्त
हाँ,
उसके जो लायबिलिटी है उसको वो पूरी पहले करनी चाहिए, उसके बाद ही
हाँ,
उसका अप्रूवल होना चाहिए। अदरवाइज उसके अगेंस्ट जो भी कोई बिल्डर हो उसके अगेंस्ट गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ तो एक्शन लेना चाहिए।
मेरे केस में यहाँ बिल्डर के 4 भाई है, चारों भाई का एक ही फॉर्मूला रहता है। एक के नाम पे ये करने का, फैमिली डिस्प्यूट दिखाने का, दूसरा फिर दूसरी जगह पे दूसरा नाम पे दूसरे भाई के नाम पे प्रोजेक्ट करके अपना चलाते रहते हैं, कामकाज चला रहते हैं। आज ऐसा है कि मेरे एरिया में 1 किलोमीटर के एरिया में उसके 3 प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं, ना मेरा प्रोजेक्ट उसने ओसी करके कंप्लीट किया है, ना दूसरा किया है। वैसा करके वो तो अपना अपना ये करके छोड़ देता है, और उसमें लोकल लोग भी उतना ही, पॉलिटिशियन या वो लोग का भी उतना ही इन्वॉल्वमेंट रहता है, इवन जो एमसीजीएम इसका भी ऑफिसर का भी।
बराबर है, एग्रीड। और
हाँ
किसी को कुछ बोलना है ओसी को लेकर?
प्रभु जी, आप इसके बारे में कुछ थोड़ा आप गाइडेंस देंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा, मेंबर्स को भी या जो भी अपने अदर सोसाइटी के मेंबर्स है उनको।
नहीं नहीं, देखिए आपने अपना मुद्दा बताया है
हाँ, हाँ,
और उसका सॉल्यूशन भी बताया, वही अपने को गवर्नमेंट के साथ बताना है।
नहीं लेकिन मैंने सुना है ना सर जी, कुछ एक थाना में कोई ऑफिस है, उसके अगेंस्ट में बिल्डर का जो पैन कार्ड या उसका जो जो डिटेल्स होता है आपके इसमें, उस पर हम लोग कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या, ऐसी एक्टिविटी कुछ एक्शन है क्या? तो मुझे कुछ उसका डिटेल अभी याद नहीं आ रहा है, लेकिन कुछ समथिंग है जो प्रोसेस कर सकते हैं। वो प्रोसेस अगर आपने या महारेरा या एमसीजीएम ने वो गवर्नमेंट थ्रू की तो अपने आप ही सब बिल्डर अपने आप लाइन पे आ जाएंगे ना।
जरूर। वंदेश, ओसी को लेने के लिए क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा, आपका क्या राय है?
Basically, as all the speakers have said, I think compliances को फॉलो करने के लिए अगर ड्यूरिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोसेस में रेगुलर मॉनिटर करते रहते हैं, ताकि एक्स्ट्रा कंस्ट्रक्शन करके बिल्डर जो गड़बड़ कर देते हैं वो नहीं हो। इफ यू आर एबल टू फॉलो दैट, आई थिंक देन वी कैन डू इट। तो जो ओसी अभी पुराने ओसी हैं उनमें कंप्लायंसेस को करेक्ट करने के लिए भी दैट इज द ओनली वे आउट, आई फील, एज रिकमेंडेड बाय द वेरियस स्पीकर्स एंड आर्किटेक्ट्स हु हैव बीन टॉकिंग, मोटा जी एंड संदीप जी एक्सेट्रा। वी कैन फॉर्म एंड सजेस्ट समथिंग I think that is the right way.
Yeah, Mani Thomas.
Thank you. See, we got the OC from the MCGM. But the OC was stamped on the drawing, the project drawing, and not the completed drawing. So the drawing does not show pump houses, internal roads, all these things. Now, how do we regularize this? And where the RG area is? It is the OC itself is wrong, and the OC is given by MADA. I mean, sorry, by BMC, and now the planning authority has shifted to MADA because the buildings are constructed on MADA land.
So in that case, you have to take the action against the builder. Complain to municipal corporation. They may cancel the OC.
But can we then regularize this? Society is told 21 years old, 22 years old.
Yeah, you can always make the amendment.
Make the amendment, but BMC is saying now you go to MADA. MADA is taking it. It's nobody wants to touch it with a barge pole.
Yeah, agree.
It's a messy
You will have to just speak to some architect, see how the
Yes.
plan can be amended. Venkatesh Kulkarni, Deputy Secretary, retired from government. Now he is the Secretary of a society. Venkatesh Kulkarni.
नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार, बोला. You can give your views as to ओसी साठी काय करावं लागेल. आता तुमच्या बिल्डिंगचा पण ओसी नाही, लोक राहायला आलेत. So what are the issues you are facing and what we are planning to bring an amnesty scheme? So what is the suggestion you want to make?
One thing, sir, that is a technical issues. Technically, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Wherever there is a technical abscess, that can be condoned by the government and amnesty scheme can be included for this purpose only. Likewise, जिते जिते हो शकेल, जहाँ जहाँ हो सकता है वहाँ आप कर सकते हैं उसको. जैसे कि by way of penalty levy करके वो करे तो उसको that can done. So for my society is concerned, this architect is Hingu. He constructed the building as per the layout sanctioned by the MCGM. He has not violated a single thing. But the thing is that entire layout is not having some lapses. So as per the BMC rules, they are supposed to give the construction permission prior to the development of the entire area. But that is a lapse on the MCGM or the common federation. But building is suffering for that purpose. So such lapses can be condoned by the MCGM and the OC can be granted. And I have heard that some persons are actually narrating all these things, that including the balcony, etc., etc. Even in such cases also, by way of penalty karke, if they are regularizing it, I think that government will go ahead with that such things, because government is also going to get some revenue and the irregularity can be regularized. In other words, irregularity whatever happens are technical lapses whichever happens, that can be regulated by way of penalizing something, and the OC can be granted for them.
Okay.
But penalty
Hello.
should not be exorbitant cost. We have
Yeah,
to
I agree.
request the government.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
sir.
in such cases, government can grant, we include the scheme in the amnesty. There is no any challenge. Only if they do not have FSI and raised through three buildings and such type of major irregularity can be seen in a different way. But the technical and some penalizing some things that including the balcony, etc., such thing, because otherwise also the BMC is regularizing some cases. They are having some rules. Regularizing some rules are already prevalent in the MCGM. So by taking the advantage of all these provisions, we can make a good proposal for the government to include such things in the amnesty scheme.
Okay.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Anybody else? Otherwise, we can conclude today, and you can email me your suggestion. We will compile it and give it to the government. Anybody else? Anthony Menenges?
No, sir, nothing.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining. Further, sir, would you like to say anything? Conclusion?
Varieties of issues have come forward. Many architects and other society members, they have their grievances as to why they have not received OC. Maybe addition, alteration in the work, because these are the old buildings. The buildings which are in progress, there is not much difficulty. After RERA, about 7,000 buildings are completed, and most of them have the OC. But in the older buildings, this difficulty has arisen, and after many years, there are many additions and alterations which are carried out, and that is one of the reason. Then payment of certain dues, that is also a major hindrance, because these are dues to be paid by the old developer, old builder. But now society, if wants OC, the society have to pay. So these are the two main things, I suppose, and there may be other difficulties which BMC may pose. Whether OC is to be given, then how to regularize addition, alterations, etc. So these could be 2 points. If there is a FSI, yes, then by charging FSI, giving concessions, those things can come in. There could be some other things. I mean, if the responsibility is of the builder, then somebody probably can file a case on the builder itself, and probably we can wait for some decision, because whether it is builder's responsibility or society should do. Actually, it is legally it is so builder's responsibility, but builders they don't take OC many times. They give they ask people to occupy the building, and once it is occupied, it is very difficult to get the OC. So these are the various issues for the older buildings. Probably we have to collect the data. How many buildings are such buildings in Mumbai? At least in Mumbai. Maharashtra, maybe it is difficult to get, but in Mumbai, Thane, etc., probably we can get the data as to how many buildings are all buildings don't have the occupation certificate, or they have part occupation certificate. Many buildings have part occupation certificate. Many buildings don't have occupation certificate at all. So these two categories, of course, we have to find out. Probably BMC can give such details, and then probably we can find out the reasons, and then the solutions on those reasons. These are my views.
Can we, Hardal sir, can we suggest to the government that you look at from the engineer,
yeah,
and the architect, whether the building has been completed in all respect?
Yes.
Let a certificate be issued by a practicing architect or the engineer that building is completed in all respect as far as approved plan is concerned. If there is any violation regarding the encroachment or regarding the any FSI violation, let us say it was sanctioned for 8th floor, they have constructed 10th floor. So 2 floors are constructed extra. So let that be, brought on the record. Okay. Third, if there is a CFO clearance which are required.
Yes.
Now, as far as CFO clearance is concerned, if it is a high-rise building, so let that be clearance done to the minimum level, because builders have not done a compliance. So let the builder do the minimum compliance. If these 3 documents are given, and all other issues should be de-linked, whether it is related to the dues, whether it is related to ULC, whether it is a landowner and the builder's dispute, whether it is related to any handing over, taking over, layout conditions, all that should be de-linked, and after giving a part occupation certificate, the builder should be prosecuted by the competent authority, that is the MCGM.
Yes.
They should initiate the process, the certificate, they should give a part occupation, and for all these compliances, the builder should be prosecuted and action should be taken. If this is a submission which we make, what do you think?
That's correct, but probably we have to back it by some data. So maybe probably we can create one website and ask people, societies, to upload one. We can create one form, small form, the name of the building, since when completed, why OC is not issued, few points they can add, and we can collect the data. And since when the OC is not issued, there could be 4 authorities. One is MHADA, one is MCGM, other is SRA, and maybe MMRDA, and maybe a few authorities like CIDCO, etc., who are required to give OC. So probably we can get that data from all these organizations as well as those societies who have not received the OC. Data is very important, and then categorization, and then probably solution we can find out.
Agree. So, Mr. Advocate Nitin Nikam.
Really wonderful session, sir. You have taken this great initiative. This after this first amnesty, which was not, but now is a need of hour, and is great discussions. Bhattacharya sir has also suggested. This Vaded sir has, Patil sir has suggested. In fact, there are these 2-3 things. This dues violations, and then additional this scheme, whatever scheme what we can suggest to the governments. But more or less, in fact, all your system, in fact, it has to be corrected now. Whatever has happened. But now, as sir has suggested, after getting data, we have all these solutions as suggested. But after getting data, only we can submit it to we can have that scheme properly. In fact, our societies are concerned, residents are concerned, they are victims of the situations. In fact, nobody is sufferers. Builder not sufferer, neither authorities, neither any of the authorities. They are on humanitarian ground. Their possession is given, but now they are charging hefty. This, if you see this 50%, 100% they are charging. Now all these occupants are the victims of the situations. In fact, the government must take it strictly as regards, while in fact every time they are saying that humanitarian ground, water is given, humanitarian ground, electricity is given, and people are forced to occupy it. And now all this corrective, and this is actually negligence on the part of the developers, negligence on the part of the authorities concerned as well. As IOD, CC, all those conditions are this are clearly mentions that what are the things to be complied with. Despite all these things, builder, there is negligence on the part of the developers. Society, these occupants or all this, they are not known to all these facts. And therefore, this whatever things, penalties, whatever government must think it is negligence on their part also, because they have to, when the corporation or Mahada gives permissions for construction of the building, there has to be regular check by these authorities also. But this is not happening. This is not happening, and people are just, in fact, they are forced. Everybody, even judges, judges are staying in the buildings where occupation is not there. We all are victims of situations. Therefore, government must think, because there is clear negligence on the part of the government as well. As regards the Mahada, Hardare sir was saying that dues we need to pay, but I differ for his submission. In fact, whatever is used, we must pay it. But in Mahada cases, if you see on all Mahada 56 buildings, for each redevelopment proposal, there is NOC from Mahada that we have nothing, there is no due and payable. All these years from 1997 up till now, there is not a single communication from their end that we are giving this permission subject to this, you will have to pay these arrears. Nowhere, there's no, I have not seen any document from Mahada in any of the proposal, neither in IOD, neither in CC, neither in all proposals. They accepted money. They accepted money for FSI and all these things while granting. Therefore, government must be, in fact, must consider these issues. It is, we have paid that service charges, we have paid all along up till now. They are asking difference. For that difference, there was no clause, there was no bill, there is no order to any of the buildings of the Mahada. At least Mahada colonies are concerned. Therefore, in those buildings which are occupied by these occupants or residents, their occupation certificate, they should not withhold for that dues are concerned. It may be whatever litigation if it goes on. That's what मला ते सांगायचं होतं, sir.
Yeah, I think you have pointed out a very good point. Now we can conclude today's meeting.
Not a single document from Mahada. Arrears are not totally not paid. They have paid arrears up till, they have paid regular charges up till now. There is no difference. They are charging that earlier 187 rupees they used to charge it. Then they raised these bills to up to 400 rupees. That difference was to be paid. That difference, there was some litigation, the stay was there, but it was never communicated to any other, this after this redevelopment took place. There is no clause in IOD, CC, nor then an offer letter, and no bill at all. I can understand that bill we must pay. That's all, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Vandesh, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. What I intend to say is, after hearing, probably we can recommend to the government to constitute a committee, probably maybe prominent people where you lead the committee, or those people who understand this entire thing, to differentiate what are the reasons why the OC has not been granted, arrive at a solution in terms of what will be the monetary benefit that the government can get if they constitute a committee, do the data research, do the data mining, and give an approximate valuation of this is the income that the government can generate out of this entire process, and create some kind of a professional fees for that committee and complete the chapter as a thesis. You know, it's something like that. That will be probably giving it a proper direction on a timely basis to complete it, because otherwise we will keep on talking all of these things, we keep on recommending government and nothing will happen. It will keep on, you know, adding on to the chapter.
Okay, I think we can conclude today. Thank you very much for all your suggestions. I think it was a great learning, and we will compile. I request everybody to give your suggestions in writing so that we can represent to the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, my email address is rsprabhu13 so you can always send me an email to the suggestion that you want to make. Okay, thank you very much.